If I could pinpoint the number one point of failure for most businesses, it comes down to their messaging. Whether it's for your SMMA, your clients, or the random new business that started down the block, people suck at messaging. They flat out get it wrong. Why am I qualified to speak on this? Well, this box behind me, I'm gonna blur out the name. It's a real box. This isn't AI. There is a 2 Comma Club award sitting in that box, and I'm super excited to open it up because what it represents is the fact that we have sold $1 million through one funnel, through one ad for our agency. Not a course, not an e-learning product, our agency. So not only have I used messaging that converts for my agency to acquire clients, but the fulfillment on the back end, the messaging strategies that we deploy for our clients is what I'm going to talk about in this video, and the biggest mistakes that I see with those clients before we even get started. Before I dive in, I want to mention that I had a loss a couple days ago in my immediate family, but I'm showing up here anyways because I feel like I have a responsibility, a duty, and an obligation to serve you guys. And I don't mention that because I want self-pity or anything like that, but for you to just ask yourself a question, because entrepreneurship is more than just tactics, strategies, and guides of making things happen. It comes down to your own preparedness, your own mental capacity, and your mentality throughout your day. The more you grow as a person, the more you can grow as a business. So take an audit, like where are you today mentally? Can you handle bad things? Because they are inevitably going to happen. When I was 24, lost my father, was not prepared, was not ready for something like that, and it crushed me. But within a couple days, I'm able to be here, I'm able to show up and provide value and do my duties as a teacher, as a leader, and as a CEO of my company. So I just mentioned that because I think mindset is a big thing that we talk about. People that are in our community, people that are in our boot camps, they understand this. So let's dive into this. So the first mistake that I see on a daily basis is having messaging that's far too long. You've all seen this before, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs long in an email, a DM, just to get their point across. If you're writing incredibly long messages, you're not only going to be completely ignored, but you're disrespecting the recipient's time, as well as yours. Business owners, the people that you're trying to attract with your message, these people are working, these people are busy. And if you're writing messages that are over 5 paragraphs long, they can not only assume that you don't respect their time, but you don't respect your own time as well. Number 2, and this one pisses me off because I receive it all the time, and it's giving ultimatums in your messaging or being too challenging. Let me explain. If you're in sales, you've probably heard of this methodology called the challenger sale, and yes, this can be effective when used properly. You want to challenge the status quo, old, outdated technology, ideas, or strategies, yes. But if you're saying things like, hey, should I contact somebody else at the company that this is more important to? Or this is going to be my final message that I send you. Okay, before you send that message, think about this. If this is literally on somebody else's plate or responsibility at the company, usually the prospect will tell you that. They'll say, hey, you know what? That's not really under my purview. You need to contact John. You need to contact Mary. You'll get referrals that way. They will tell you that information. But if you're sending messages about marketing or growth services to CEOs, it is within their responsibility. It is within their scope. You can assume this. They aren't not responding to you because it's not their responsibility. They're not responding because your message isn't good enough and it's not resonating with them. So don't throw more salt in your own wounds by saying something like, should I message somebody else? Is this somebody else's responsibility? Or this is my final attempt to contact you. And definitely don't say anything like, this must not be important to you because you haven't responded yet. You can tell I get upset because of these things because I get them all the time. Be better, make changes, and don't burn bridges. The last is that most people with their messaging lack empathy, awareness, or personalization of any kind. I can't tell you how many messages I get from either one of my YouTube channels or my agency where somebody says something like, hey, I noticed you're not doing any editing on your videos, or you don't have a professional editor, or you're not really growing your social media presence, or you're not growing your company. Okay, if that was true, if I wasn't really growing, that would be something that you could message me about, but we've almost hit 20,000 subscribers in about 12 months. I would say we're growing decently well. My agency is doing really well. If you're going to poke holes in my strategy, have them actually be real. Otherwise, it's just gonna look like you're unprepared cared to even talk to me in the first place. Niches are small. They talk to each other. They forward each other bad sales rep messages, and sometimes they go viral because they were posted online. So don't be one of those people. Think about your messaging, take a step back. If you're going to personalize it, make sure it's actually personal. And also, before I jump, I want to mention that we're bringing back something I'm very excited about that we haven't done in years. On February 6th, we are going to launch the SMMA Boot Camp. This is a 4-week sprint for you to hit your goals once and for all with your agency. In this boot camp, we're going to talk about prospecting, messaging like in this video, our outbound process, as well as our closing masterclass. Additionally, you're going to get calls with David and myself, and also access to a community of go-getters like yourself, all working towards the same mission. This is in-depth training, it's accountability, it's coaching, it's designed to make you hit your goals faster this year. Most people give up mid-January, late January on their New Year's resolutions, and this is designed to kickstart this year in the right direction and help you close some more deals. So if that's something you're interested in, check out the links in the description and grab a spot while the seats last. And of course, as always, check out the SMMA Blueprint, over 120 modules, how to start, grow, and scale your agency. And if you're looking to grow quickly, I highly recommend checking out this video to put you on the path of growth this year with your agency. I'll see you over there.